All right, we got a 2012 Isuzu NPR HD with a 6.0 gas that we are putting a new body control module in it. Well, it's not what they call it. The way it's explained to me is the old one, which is there because this one is a empty case. There was a jar of hot peppers laying on the dash, and it oozed down and leaked into the body control module. This is what I'm dealing with. We are going to try to program this with regular GM software. We don't know if it's going to work, but we're talking it over with our friend Chris over at Science of Diagnostics. We think it can be done, and he asked me if I'm going to try it, that I record it, and we'll see how it works out. Forgive the noise. We got construction all over the place here, so we'll try to work through the noise. Okay, so what I did is I went in with the Autel with a year, make, model, not generic. Let me back up. I did a system scan. We had 2 engine codes. Yeah, I don't know what they were. I'll go all the way back out. How's that? Where I should have started, history. Because I cleared them, I wanted to see. I did save it. And of course it's not there. Let's try again. How about we do it this way? With the glare and all. Alright, we had a PO615 and a UO140. Start a relay control circuit and lost communication with the PIM, which is our BCM. They call it a powertrain interface module. We know it as a BCM. There is a service information isn't completely clear, but whether or not it even has to be programmed or just initialized, but we're going to find out. So what I did find, and I'm going to go back here, back again. Let's go back in to the vehicle. Man, there's a lot of noise around here. Let's go back into... Oh, key's off. And why is the key off? Because when I put it on, it makes the most annoying noise ever. Here we go. That's where I wanted to go. I went into engine, special function, powertrain, the PIM security password, quick learn. I had installed a new one already, but I got to this screen, went back and put the old one back in and show that the original controller is installed. I don't know if it communicates properly. I'm not even going to try to play with it. But I did put it back in. Put the ignition on, engine off, and we're going to continue. Kind of like a PMI. All right, we can't communicate with it. Awesome. That's the problem I was looking. I was kind of expecting. We may have to do like a manual key reset on this, kind of that 30-minute wait thing, which is going to be awesome. Because I got nothing better to do, but it will hang around for 30 minutes. We'll try again. Alright, we're going to have to try this another way. I'm going to plug the new one in, we'll go that way. Yeah. You know what I do want to see is, let's go back in, let's see if I can actually see it. Negative, I can't even communicate with it. Let's plug the new one in. New module's in. I don't know if you can see it over there. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I can now communicate with it. What I may need to do though is now I have to do a manual reset. For the security. Okay. Is what it is. Let me check out the procedure on that. Make sure I know what I'm talking about before I start it. And we'll follow up. Alright, nice and noisy. So we did the standard 30-minute GM key programming because I couldn't communicate with the old PIM module. Basically did the 10-minute on, turn it off for 10 seconds, try to crank it. Repeat that 3 times. I think we finally hit the 30 minutes. We're going to shut this off. We're going to wait 10 seconds. Real exciting stuff here. Is that 10 yet? I should look at my timer. It's pretty darn close. Look at that. Truck starts. And that's all, folks. Hey, like that stuff. Easy enough. Now I'm way behind schedule. I got 45 minutes staring at key timers just this morning. Gotta go. Hope that helps somebody. Bye.